Oh Yahweh, Yahweh.
Hi.
So, how you doing? You genius?
Jodi.
Boom. Naam Yoga Miami in Canada.
On location.
Naam Canada.
All over the world.
Worldwide, global. That's how we roll it. Hey, listen, this is a very impromptu, as you can see. This is the iPad in the guest room here. And this is a new year. We haven't really talked about anything in regards to 2013, or we just finished the equinox, was actually the universe is in its sun period, which is a really good time. This is the age of Aquarius now, which is ruled by Saturn. So the truth is prominent, it's coming out. It's very difficult for us to hide our darkness anymore, you know. So myself included, I'm sure Jodi can agree with me. It's difficult sometimes to work with unprocessed and unresolved things that we've been very uncomfortable facing recently throughout our whole lives. You know, to have those things thrust onto you can be a bit overwhelming. On top of just the everyday, stresses of the third dimensional matrix that we have the benefit of learning in as light beings, humans. So we just wanted to encourage you, to let you know that you're not alone.
There's a lot going on, that everybody is feeling it. There's a collective feeling that we've been talking about a lot with people. I mean, because we come across a lot of different people and we have these kind of conversations, as we've been saying. Why we're doing more of these videos again now is because it's time, and it helps us to process it, and we like to connect with people, and we really do want people to know that they're not alone. Yeah. And that just because we do this stuff or we're yogis or whatever doesn't mean everything is like peachy keen. Like,
I wish.
It's coming up for everybody.
Yes.
And everybody is going through it. So just hang in there. It's, there is a collective thing that's going on right now. We may have mentioned it before, but we were just talking about it the other day, where it's the collective thing of nobody can do it for you.
Oh,
we are all realizing, there's a collective realization, subconsciously, consciously for some, and subconsciously for a lot, that nothing outside of you is going to do it for you.
Nothing.
Like, you have to do it. So this feeling of personal responsibility is sometimes huge, and we want to project, we want to look for our partner, our parents, the government, insurance, the credit cards, whatever, whoever can cover it for us, we're trying to get them still to cover it, but something inside knows that they can't. They cannot. There's no possible way. And we've known this, you know this, but somehow it's deeper now. There is a very big realization going on, and it sometimes causes an energy of despair, what we've noticed, like a desperation, because we sometimes get affected by it, and then I'm like, wait a minute, am I in despair? No, I'm not in despair. I'm grateful. You have to always keep bringing yourself back. Don't let yourself get dragged down by that. And it's just important for people to know that it's going around. Yeah. It's going around, and it's just calling for us to strengthen our faith, have hope in something, like love, hope, and faith. It's so simple, our teachers.
Love, wisdom, truth.
Love, wisdom, truth. Our teachers' teachings is like, always on point and helpful.
Love you, Guru Naam.
And it's, very simple, but super profound, and it helps a lot. So anyways, this collective, nobody can do it for you. And what we have to look at it, like, again, what you were talking about the other day, is perspective. You have to shift.
It's the alchemy of life.
Your perspective on
TM.
it. Is it despair, or is it empowering? Like, if nobody can do it for you and only you can do it, then only you're responsible. I mean, you and the source of all things.
And a lot of relationships are going through right now because of this, because we look to our partners for so much. We project a lot of expectation onto them in regards to how they help us, or what they're supposed to do, and what they're supposed to say, and how they're supposed to act. And it's so difficult because since we're all going through this collective, like, up-leveling on a very mental, emotional level. You know, you can't put a lot of weight onto your partner. We talk about this in the love relationship workshops that we do in Miami. Like, it's extremely important now that you strengthen your personal practice, that you strengthen your personal understanding and love for yourself, because what that's going to do is actually help benefit your relationship. Because what you'll do is you'll be a source of your own love. You'll be a source of your own nurturing, and that will allow for you to nurture and love your partner. Because right now, there's no way you're going to get around any of the patterns that you've picked up through the 7 karmic influences that we teach in Universal Kabbalah. It's just, there's no way around it. And what it is exactly what we were talking about. It's empowerment. These things are here to make us stronger. But how you look at them is everything. If you're someone that's not used to dealing with yourself, if you're someone that has the pattern of projection or behavior modification, spiritual bypass, it's going to be extremely difficult for you. It's going to be extremely difficult to make up reasons why you aren't facing these very substantial challenges in your life that were designed, you came in specifically to heal through and grow from. So the most important thing you can do is keep the channel of communication open, to love a bit more unconditionally, to just allow people to have their space and go through their process without being wrong, you know,
compassion.
And have some compassion,
because, you know, you're going through it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going through it too. Anybody in your life, your family members, your partner, your kids,
your priest, your reverend, your police officer, your judge, everybody, everybody. You know, we need to be together right now, because I think it's very important that we as a community see the commonality of the struggles and some of the pains that we're going through. And that way, as we interact as a community, everywhere you go, you have a deeper compassion for people. You're a little bit more kinder. Please be as kind as you can to people right now. Please. And yourself first and foremost, really. You know, we'll probably be releasing some videos on self-love again, an updated version of it, kindness.
Yeah.
You know, some breath techniques. Like, definitely we're coming. But we just wanted to have this very candid talk and personal talk. Also check our Everyday Naam videos that we'll be doing with myself and Jodi, some of the teachers in Miami, Canada, Mexico, Zurich. We'll be having some conversations, just how we have conversations as Universal Kabbalists and Naam yogis about our trials and tribulations and about our visions of what's happening, you know.
And how we deal with it with practical tools.
That's right.
This is not just a talk. Yes, this is, you know, an informational whatever, but we also have tools, and we do have to do some videos with more of those tools, because we hear you, we know you like them, we know that there's not a lot available out there as these tools, so yes, we will do it, and that's, But one thing I came to me while we were talking is that what really helps me as well, for just a practical tool to shift your perception, if you can come to the understanding and the realization that everything is set up for your highest growth.
Yes.
Not to crush you, not to destroy you, not to, you know, well, you know, like if you wanted to, but I'm saying, like, it's set up for you to thrive.
Yes.
It's not set up for you to get crushed.
No.
And if that perspective, if you can just take that, and like no matter what is happening, if you can put it in that perspective, this is set up to force me to grow. I don't want to stay the same. Yes. I don't want to go down. I'm going up on a gradual, continual, sustainable way. I want to go up. So how do you do that? You have to be, you know, you have to it's a little work.
There's just nothing in existence. There's nothing in the creation of Source or God that's just here because. Just to suffer, just to live and die. Everything has a sustainable and reachable conclusion, which means that everything is helping everything else continue to evolve, which means that if you're going through something, there's no way that this life's been set up for you to fail, for you to have only pain and despair, regardless of your background. Give me a break, man. My Mars, Saturn, Mars. You kidding me? Those that know. It's like everything is here for our greatest good, and to find community, to even if there's nobody out there, you can turn this video and play it as many times as you want to.
Email us, whatever.
Yeah, like whatever you need to do to feel connected to Source, which is all of us, which is community, is Source, is God, is so important right now. So please don't feel like you're out there alone. Please don't also feel like your pain is special. No. Sorry.
It's not. Everybody's going through it, and
Everybody,
it's on purpose,
man.
because we're coming into an age of great light.
That's right.
Everybody's saying like, oh, 2012 happened. I was just talking with Caro in Mexico about this. Like, and
Caro,
nothing happened.
Rolo, what's up? Gabby, all the peeps.
And nothing happened. 2012 and, December 21st and nothing happened. Yeah, it's happening. You don't feel
Nothing
anything
happened?
happening? It's happening
me?
unseen to bring in this age of great light. It isn't just magically okay. It's like Dr. Levery says, it's a 13,000 year cycle of increasing light. If that just happened like that, we'd probably be like, we couldn't handle it. So we have to we're still working on accepting and integrating the darkness and facing the darkness. All that stuff where we kind of been like, oh no, I don't want to look at that. It's coming out for us to look at, and it is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Trust me, I feel
just
you.
accept that it's uncomfortable. You're going to be out of your comfort zone, and
But
that
they say
means
if
you're
going
working.
through hell, keep going.
Yeah, keep walking. You're going. You're going to
if
make
you
it
stop and
through.
start crying, you'll be toast. You'll be cooked.
You're like, come on.
Yeah, like,
stop
come
crying.
on, get over it. Let's cry and walk. Walk and cry. It's just, it's so important that we feel that people love us, that we feel that people care about, like, us, as individuals and as a community of people. Like, it's so important. You have to understand that, like, everybody is really crying out for support and for love and for nurturing. So, that also opens up the window for trying a lot of different things, spiritually, chemically, and let me tell you, with the amount of clients between myself and Jodi, we can say that none of it's working right now.
No.
I don't care how hard your prescription is. Either it's going to put you out and you'll wake up and still have to deal with it, or your dreams. If you go to sleep, those dreams will be kicking your butt.
You can't get away from it.
Because, man, if you really believe in a global evolution of just the human species, if you really think about species and how they evolve through time on a spiral, right? You understand that this collective purging of sorts is really necessary for our up leveling as a species. Think about it. We're still killing each other. Yeah. We're still fighting over tone of melanin. That's kind of like somebody with a BMW getting at somebody with a Mercedes, and you're fighting BMW's better. It's like, it doesn't make any logical sense. So obviously we have a lot to grow into. So I think this is a major part of that. And if we can teach our children that, there's deeper. There's a human race, that there's substance to our lives. It's not just this material that we strive so hard, we stress ourselves so hard to attain it, and then stress ourselves to keep once we have. Like, there's so much that goes into this physical realm, and yet we're affected by things we can't see. Our emotions and our thoughts, they beat us up so much. So it's like we have to start to teach the culture of conscious therapy, like conscious. Which just means dancing and playing and singing with your family or friends. Vibrating sound, breath work. You know what I mean? Laughter, movement. The body traps so much in its tissues. To be able to move your body and release those things is so important. So there's millions of things you can do. There's a lot of practical healers out there. If you have somebody in your area, search for any Naam teachers, harmonium practitioners. Yeah. If you're into the Reiki, you're into that, do whatever you got to do. We're not here to knock anybody. It's just like, do whatever your soul calls, but damn it, do something.
Do something.
Don't sit on your butt complaining. Please don't do that, because you'll be on your butt for a while. And that butt will just keep getting bigger and bigger. Oh, my booty. I can't move. You know what I mean? It's like, anyway, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now we digress there. I think we're good. But this is just, we wanted to definitely, since we had the space together.
And we're processing things, and as we go through it, we're like, you know what? We're not the only ones going through it, and maybe helpful to just talk a little to people. I don't know, whoever.
That's what's up.
We love you.
Yeah, so much. Thank you again for all your support, of the videos we did when we first started teaching Naam, and coming to our classes, our new moons, our events, our traveling stuff that we do to sacred sites with meditation and Kabbalah. Like, there's so much. We just want to really say thank you so much for supporting us and for learning Naam and the mantra and going doing the trainings. Like, it's so empowering. It's changed my life. It literally has changed my life. I don't know, I don't even want to know. I just know.
It's
I know.
a big help. There's a training coming up in intensive training in Cabo
San Lucas.
And you should check it out.
You know
it's
how we roll.
July, and it's the 3-week intensive in a beautiful place.
We'll be there more than likely.
Yeah, by the grace of God, we will be there.
By God's grace,
and check it out. I think on naamyoga.com or rootlight.com under the events and trainings and. You don't have to be a teacher. I mean, you may want to be, and it would be very good if
if you just get the
you're
information.
You're still going to be a teacher, even if you don't. I don't mean you have to.
You're
teach
teaching
classes,
anyway. What are you teaching?
Your family, your kids, your friends. But it helps your life. I mean, it helps you to organize your life and to have some context for these things that are happening.
That's right.
Like it puts everything into a better perspective. So. Yeah,
perspective is the alchemy of life.
TM.
Big
someone has
big ups,
TM.
Big ups to Shekina. Big ups to Ruach Elohim. Like, that's the whole and living spirit. But again, thank you so much for all your love and support over the years. And look forward to more beautiful content from our hearts right to yours. And we love you so much. And we're so grateful to have the opportunity to serve you whenever we can. If you're ever in Miami, please come visit us at Naam Yoga Miami, 1181 71st Street. We've got class, meditation, workshops. We're here to serve you so much. If you're in Canada in the St. Catharines, Ontario region, please come. Niagara Falls, T.O. Please holler at this beautiful young lady here and allow for her to serve you, as well as Kyle and Gina, the other Naam teachers here, and some other ones here we have. We've got a lot of teachers everywhere. We're growing. So, again, thank you so much, and we love you. Salam.
Bye.
Oh Yahweh, Yahweh.